I was looking at this Shyne interview, right? You know anything about him dating Brandy? He also said that he was messing around with Diddy main girl. You know anything about that?
I don't think he was dating Brandy at the same time. And if he was dating Brandy at the same time, both of them just was probably, I guess, hitting it. You understand? Because, Mace was that dude to the ladies. He had that Harlem swag. He was doing his thing. And I don't think that he was wifing Brandy. You understand? And I don't think Shyne was wifing her. I just think that they all was just young and having fun. But the part that threw me off, he said he was dating Puff main girl. And Puff main girl has always been Kim. I don't care whoever else he had. J-Lo, Tracy, Stacy, Chrissy, Kathy, whoever he ever had, Kim was always his main girl. And I don't remember going up in the club, getting Kim out of there with Shyne being there. Because we had to go to a couple of clubs to get Kim out of there, even when he was dating J-Lo. We had to go up into a couple of clubs and get her out of there or make whoever was with her feel kind of uncomfortable. So that's news to me. If he say he was dating his main girl, that would have been Kim, bruh. And they kept that undercover. Crazy. He said Puff knew. I doubt it.
Seeing Diddy Combs has always been a captivating figure in the hip-hop world. His larger-than-life persona, sharp business sense, and complex relationships have added to the mystery around him. But what if I told you that behind the glitz and glamour of the bad boy empire, there's a story that's been hidden for years?
Plaza, he said, I hate this mother. That's one of the reasons then. He said, I hate this mother. So, bruh, they got me on that one too. He could do whatever he wanted to do, but Kim could only do what he wanted her to do. Puff and Kim were swingers. Puff brought to the table whatever they did. And I don't remember Shyne being one of the dudes that was in the room with them.
You personally, you knowing Kim and Shyne, you think it's possible that Shyne was messing around with her?
Anything's possible, bro. Anything is possible. But I never known Kim to where she lay her head. I never knew Kim to get that cozy with anybody that was around Bad Boy in the Bad Boy camp. So if he said, I dated his main girl, he had to be talking about Kim.
Had to. Looking at the time period, 1999 to 2000, she was with Diddy. And you had no idea about Shyne being with Brandy.
No, I didn't know about Shyne. I knew about Shyne. I knew about Mason Brandy, but I didn't know about Shyne and Brandy.
Tell me about that, Mason Brandy.
Well, Mace made songs about that. And you got to remember the night that Big was murdered in California, Mace said, I was in the room with Brandy. He told me that personally. Then he told the world that. Shyne was getting a lot of beef from Bad Boy, bruh. Do you understand? With Junior Mafia. And then I'm just finding out that it was him and Mace too. So he was getting it everywhere. No wonder he had to carry a gun.
The story involves John Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, and a secret relationship between rapper Shyne and Diddy's late ex-partner, Kim Porter. This revelation has stunned both fans and insiders, offering a glimpse into the complex web of relationships within the world of hip-hop royalty.
That's his mother. Wrong, right, or indifferent, she gonna lie, steal, kill, and protect her child. That's what she's supposed to do. But the apple don't fall far from the tree, man. You got to realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big time drug dealer in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You got to realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too. Or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah. So now you got to understand this, and looking at her and some of the stuff that he was saying, and their relationship has changed since I knew them, since I was around them. You understand? This man was talking about that his mother could take her palms and bend over and put them down on the floor. Not bend over, but she could stand straight up and put her palms on the floor, bruh. He's saying that about his mother. Who describes any of their mother action like that in a sexual way? And then, you know, I don't know how many dudes do kiss their mother in their mouth when they 50, 60 years old or something like that. That's them, that's their whole thing, man. But that was a little kind of weird for me. And then his mother wore the same white fingernail polish that Cassie described that he liked to see her and other models in when she was describing her lawsuit. And what's crazy to me is that, man, it seemed like him and his mother had this, I don't want to get too deep, man, this Oedipus complex thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people going to say, yo, Oedipus complex. Well, let me just tell you a brief story so you'll know. Oedipus it may have been Greek mythology, or it was probably Greek mythology or something like that.
Gene Deal, known for his no-nonsense demeanor, has been vocal about his time working.
John Deal, known for his no-nonsense attitude, has been open about his time working with Diddy, sharing stories and insights into the inner workings of Bad Boy Records. But this latest revelation feels like something out of a soap opera. According to Deal, rapper Shyne, once a rising star under Diddy's label, had a secret relationship with Kim Porter, a woman who was central to Diddy's life. Kim wasn't just the mother of his children. She was a confident muse and someone who supported him through both the highs and lows of his career.
It may have been Greek mythology, or it was probably Greek mythology or something like that. But it's a story about a young man that was told that he was going to kill his father and marry his mother. So on the way, this young man had grown up, you know, he didn't know that he was an orphan and then was adopted by a family. He thought the family he was with was his mother and father, but it wasn't. So on the way to this town, he gets into an argument with this other man and he kills him. He kills that man. Then he goes into that town. A lady is weeping about her husband, being told that her husband was dead, and he ended up marrying that lady, which was his mother. So Sigmund Freud came up with this thing about this Oedipus complex, about a sexual relationship, whether it's physical or mental, with a mother and a son. So I'm looking at his mother and him on the couch, and both of them are getting IVs after one of the Diddy parties. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there and I didn't know. But they showed them both getting IVs on the couch. So my whole thing about this thing is that I'm not saying that she was ever at a freak off. She was ever at that type of party. But you can't tell me Miss Janice Combs, who was always at the regular parties, didn't know nothing about the freak-off parties. This is the same dude, bruh, that used to disrespect his mother. So I seen the love now that they have for each other only on film and camera. You know, on the YouTube or Instagram or wherever they were showing it and stuff like that. But this the same guy that Kirk Burrows once told me he slapped his mother. And I told everybody, had I known he slapped his mother after I told Kirk Burrows, Kirk told me after I straightened his ass out for cussing his mama out. His mother came in the limousine and he was on the phone and she said, yo, why don't you tell these people like that? And he just cussed her clean out like on some, didn't I tell you to stay out my motherfucking business? And I was like, yo, I was shocked. She didn't say nothing. I said to him, I said, yo, boy, let me tell you something. If you ever cuss your mama again, I'm going to beat the shit out you.
To understand the magnitude of this revelation, we need to rewind to the late 90s and early 2000s, when Bad Boy Records was at its height. Shyne, a talented rapper with a unique voice, was introduced as the next big thing.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
A 2022 interview from Justin Bieber has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's legal drama. In the sit-down with Zane Lowe 4 years ago, Justin isn't talking about the disgraced media mogul directly, but his past trauma in the music industry, his album changes, and being a newlywed to wife Haley.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Talk of the video comes after footage of Diddy and Justin also resurfaced on social media recently.
Not anyone could just be in the position that I'm in.
Video shows Diddy alongside teenage Justin, leaving people to speculate if at the time he subjected the pop star to his alleged freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
During the Zane Lowe interview, Justin breaks down in tears when talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish, who at the time quickly rose to superstar status.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. I just wanted to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
When it comes to what Justin thinks of Diddy's allegations, a source tells ET Justin's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations against him. Instead, our insider says Justin and Haley are focused on baby Jack, whom they welcomed in August. They've been absorbed in their own happiness and family, appreciating this time together. In fact, building a family with Haley was top of mind during Justin and Zane's chat, an idea that lifted the singer's spirits.
I'm really excited to have babies with you, enjoy, just celebrate, all the amazing things that we've been given, because we are blessed, babe. We are, man. There's so much pain in the world, and we don't understand why, and there's so much things that are so unexplainable, but what is the reality? We are blessed,
Shyne's sound and style drew comparisons to the Notorious Big, boosting his appeal. However, his career took a major hit after the infamous nightclub shooting in 1999, which led to his imprisonment. Diddy, who was also involved in the case, managed to avoid serious consequences, leaving Shyne feeling betrayed by his mentor.
Yeah, that's been a recurring theme. What one right now too,
Damn, what's the going rate right now?
Well, I'll send you a video.
Damn, okay, shit.
In this situation, they have 50 on me.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, damn.
50 ball. Yeah, damn. That's a nigga. What?
They have 50 on me. They had 50 on me, bro.
And if you don't mind, while you put it up, can you speak on why? I mean, I know you about to send it, but what for what reason? Is it something you said, something you done, a female you protected? Maybe it went too far.
Right. So like I had referenced earlier, like my main business model is protecting females who got the proper resources. So these guys had hold on, I'm gonna send you that video. Oh yeah, let me get that right now before I forget. So matter of fact, let me just do this before I start, because this is a dark topic right now. Fuck. Need to see some strippers or something, bro. Trying to get interested. Oh, okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Joker, coming to you right now.
Oh. Yeah, so this is what you did to a young man.
Yeah. So that's when I had 50 on me. Yeah, I had to shoot through the door. And like the dude who said call 911, he got hit in the neck, hit an artery, shot blood all through the ceiling on the porch, everywhere. To fake CCTV footage. Simply because it's time stamped and the pixels in that camera, any AI footage, the pixels is way higher than a normal camera.
For sure.
So, you got to take that into consideration.
I think I'm going to Google everyone who has a $200 million yacht. And we're gonna line this. We're gonna get close.
It's hundreds of guys who got.
Okay.
Bro,
yeah. Okay.
Rook, didn't you say you wanted a yacht?
Yeah. 200 million. 200 million.
I'm scared to get money now.
It's getting scary.
It's not the money that changes people, because if you a man who get money, you know that this money is a tool.
Right.
It's not your identity. And like, I'm sure there are things that you wouldn't do for money.
Right.
So it's not the money that changes people.
Rook always told me money only amplifies who you really are.
Yeah, you don't really know who you are until you get some money.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let you have anything in the world that you want. I'm gonna throw you with.
Now, Diddy was he had sued the liquor company. I forget the name. It was a hard name for me to pronounce, but he pretty much won the lawsuit. But it was explained that in these lawsuits there's a morality clause. Do you think that his battle against this liquor company could have been what set this off actually, or was this only inevitable?
Well, you gotta look at it. We all thought he owned Ciroc.
For sure.
As Shyne's professional ties with Diddy faded, his personal connection with Kim Porter deepened. Jen Deal's claim about their secret relationship adds complexity to the story, lending loyalty, betrayal, and forbidden love. Deal, known for his raw and unfiltered accounts, has been consistent, giving his words a sense of credibility.
Well, now with the information age, the reality is a lot of times the truth is a short Google search away. Mm-hmm. It is that simple. Just don't take. And then the thing about it, don't get me wrong. Now, you can Google search and then stuff can pop up that's still not necessarily be the truth. So what I typically do is I look at the first 1 or 2 stories, if it's opinion-based type thing. And then what I'll do is I'll scroll to like the second page of the results, because then you start to find out stuff that might contradict what you have read in the first, and then you kind of read between the lines and truly be have a discerning eye to what you read. And then between all of the information, a lot of times you can get to the truth for real. You just got to be, and then you got to know the difference between somebody's blog page. You Google something, and then the answer pops up, and it's somebody's blog. Well, that's still somebody else's opinion. Where's this person getting their information from? So you got to nail it down and get to a reputable information source, and then compile your answer. That's kind of how I do it right there. And reputable ain't necessarily always news outlets, because news outlets get stuff wrong sometimes too. So, I think that's the best way. A lot of times people just don't do their due diligence though.
And I think that's the thing, taking the time. Go ahead, Steve.
It all boils down to, in this day and time, people are just lazy. When it comes, they don't want to do the research. They don't want to do the research, and it gets a lot of people in trouble. And that's why, and I'm gonna go here too. That's why so many problems in the church. They just take what the pastor says, and they don't look up the scripture and just look it up for themselves. So it's a lot of that going on, man. And then is another factor. News, like you said, news sources aren't always right, because now in this day and time, it's not important for them to be right. It's now important for them to be the first to report it. Then they'll recant later on. But I'm gonna say this: if you hear anything about me out here, 9 times out of 10, it's true.
I think
the pictures of you booed up with Aaron Carter.
Wait a minute, whoa!
The picture you booed up with Aaron Carter, them real.
That was a headlock, bro. That was a headlock.
That's what he said. It was a headlock. That's what he said.
I tell you, every time, Steve, I don't know, I'm gonna have to find something. Now that you're like away from me, I'm gonna have to look something to buzz you or something when I can tell you starting to go offline. But no, I do appreciate, I think both of you bring up great points. Even watching this guy that brings up.
You had made mention about Jamie Foxx, or he had made mention himself in a special talking about his almost losing his life, and his hospitalization was due to Diddy. There are stories of him getting beat up and getting put, but I know he was on a movie set, but something from an altercation or something from drug related that was given to him.
Diddy will pull up and get wild with you by himself. Like, he's not soft. So that's the whole thing with him. Like,
He'll pull up and take something, like it.
Bro, he'll pull up and, bro, he slapped Drake.
He did, and everyone looked over that.
Oh, I'm not gonna call him a gangster, but he be on some tough shit, bro. And it'll piss you off, like with his son with the lip gloss on and the waves all the time.
Yeah,
he swear he a gangster, bro. I'm like, bro, we'll get crazy with you in here.
I mean, anyone who probably do a line of cocaine will feel all kind of invincible. Will feel all kind of courageous.
With money?
With money, I believe they'll do a lot outside a normal man, who's rational. and just say, let me post up. But let me get your take on with Jamie Foxx, because mind you, Diddy parties and Jamie Foxx parties were the two black Hollywood elite parties that you would always hear about. That was like, you gotta be there to see it. For him to say that I was hospitalized possibly because of something that happened with Diddy.
He thought he was gonna tell.
Go.
So look, I'm a shout out Big Dugas, my right hand man. Shout out, folks. He have a very interesting Jamie Foxx story. I don't know if you know about this or seen it.
No.
Give us a Cliff Notes.
I'm gonna let him come on here and tell that, but I'll say this though.
I know he said something about Jamie Foxx in a bathroom.
It wasn't Jamie Foxx in the bathroom, it was his party.
Okay, it was his party, and then the bathroom situation went down.
Kim Porter, who tragically passed away in 2018, was often seen as the glue that held Diddy's world together. Her death was a huge loss, not just to Diddy, but to the entire music community. This revelation about her secret relationship with Shyne adds a new, complex layer to her legacy, making it even more intriguing.
15 years, well, that's small. He the reason I'm alive right now. You feel me? Like, he don't really care about money like that. Like, he don't really care about a lot of them. As long as he got his jewelry, he got his cup, he got his gun, and we doing our thing, he cool.
Yeah, that's all you need in life.
So, you know, whenever I know I got a situation coming up and, you know, the risk of dying is high, dude got gonna make sure he there. That's what he like to do.
Right.
But anywhere I take my boy, I have to give him certain guidelines. On this particular day, I say, bro, I don't know what we're gonna see in here, but we getting $2,500 apiece to keep these two models right here safe at this event. Don't get out of my eyesight. He said, Gordo, that's my nickname, Gordo. I said, Gordo, I love you, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I say, okay, bro, the bathroom over there, I think. So I'm over here dealing with them. About 30 seconds go, I hear, you gotta go. So I'm like, I instantly know, I say, fucking do God. I look over there, I see he got joined up and it's out. And he pointed at somebody. He said, hey man, everybody get on the ground. So now here I go, I gotta say, y'all stay right there. I come over there. 5 dudes in the bathroom. Everybody pants at their ankles. One dude didn't even have no pants on at all. He even had no socks on. He getting extra crazy. I'm like, dude, what you just see? He say, bro, these motherfuckers in here all pulling each other. I'm like, what you mean? He say, man, sword fighting in here. Hey, we gotta go. I'm looking like, damn. Shout out Big Dugard.
Shout out Big Dugard.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Dugard. Damn.
That's the thing, bro. Like, bro, these, bro.
So, let's do it like this. Let me ask you.
Niggas would get mad at me. I wouldn't plug them with celebrities. And I say, look, bro, you don't know what you asking for. And when I see certain guys, I say, yeah, you definitely getting your cake stood. Because you too thirsty to go be up here. 5 in the morning? You want to be in the studio with all dudes? Everybody on ecstasy and cocaine? They sipping liquor? There's no females here? You the females, my boy.
Shit.
You the female. Oh no.
Now, Chris Columbus had a story that he told where he was laying down with his wife and he got a phone call from Diddy like at 2 a.m. saying, I'm at the hotel